So, Amanda,
Yes.
with where companies are going, where they're having global reach, it's becoming more and more important for companies to consider doing distance mentoring, which I know a lot of times seems like that's what? How can you do distance mentoring?
Right.
That doesn't make sense. So talk to me a little bit about how you've figured out a way to do that.
Well, I think what you said is exactly right. I think we're kind of stuck in this mindset of what mentoring is, that it needs to be maybe a weekly sit down, face to face, and go through your checklist and super highly structured, or it's the other side of that, right? Where it's somebody that's just an organic relationship that you've known over time and you respect someone. But I think there's this whole world that now needs to be tapped into. And I think distance mentoring does just that, because you do not have to be in the same space geographically or work in the same company or whatnot anymore to look for a mentor and mentee relationship. And distance mentoring opens up a world of people that you would not have access to otherwise.
Which is awesome.
Right.
So I know that you kind of, to help people remember how to be a good distance mentor, you came up with the ABCs of distance mentoring. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yep, I sure can. So ABCs I just picked because it was really easy to remember.
Yes.
And that's what this is about, right? We don't want it to be difficult. So the A's are the advantages. So I think it's really important to always go back to, why am I doing this? What are the benefits here? So A for advantages, and those are things like I just said, having access to people and knowledge that you wouldn't have had access to before, learning from people that are different from you that you may not have had the chance to encounter before. And there are quite a few more, but that just kind of touches on the surface of it. And then B is barriers. I think it is really critical to success in anything to recognize what challenges you might face and to be prepared for them.
Yes.
So
That's true.
barriers in this sense are things like it can be difficult to build trust and build momentum when you don't have that face-to-face time. Especially the way things are now, we're so used to quick touches that works if you're also going to see the person.
Right.
But that doesn't work if you're at distance. So I think it's really important to recognize that could be a barrier. And then to go on to the C's, those are the clues, the tips, the things that will help you succeed. So knowing the advantages and the barriers, you can then use these clues to build a structure that does work. And that's things like communication, intentionality, things like setting expectations up front, talking through how you'll receive feedback, how you'll communicate, setting meeting times up front, so that okay, we're going to meet either on the phone call, or I tell people a huge clue is to meet face to face the best that you can, whether that's Skype or FaceTime or all the other different things that are available now. So those are a quick glimpse into the ABCs of distance mentoring.
That was good. That was really good.
Yeah.